Good afternoon, everybody. Travis, the Wonder, coming at you back on the Caprice build. So this is where we're at. So I went ahead, took the EGR valve off. It was just 2 bolts holding on, came right off. Easiest way to start doing all this is the EGR valve, because it frees up space here. Then over here, had plenty of space to get the coil off. Got the coil off, then the throttle cable. Easy to get to the throttle cable. It was there and there. 1 intake bolt. The distributor is a whole nother scenario, because everybody says you lift up and towards the driver's side, but the thing is, there's absolutely no room to get that. So that's probably just going to have to come out with the motor. And like I said, so this is where we're at so far. So we have all this cleaned up. All this, we have this 1 wire that wraps down under the motor. We'll have to get that loose. These metal tubes, technically they could come out with the engine, so I'm probably not going to worry about that right now. So the power steering, still have that to do. But I think today I'm just going to focus on getting it jacked up, get the transmission linkage right there disconnected, start working on the exhaust, try and get the exhaust off maybe today. I'm not for sure whichever direction I go with it, but this is where we're at as of right now. The hood needs to come off, especially so I can get more light to shine in here. But it's going to have to come off anyways, I think, to, well, maybe not to be able to pull it. But yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take it off anyways. It doesn't hurt anything to do it. So that's where we're standing at. All right. So I did see there's a ground strap right there connected to the back of the block to the firewall. Since it's easier to see where it's at the firewall, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect that back there. Alright, as you guys can see, that's the floor plan. I mean, it's solid. There's no rust nowhere on it. We did cut the old catalytic converter off. It was an aftermarket one. When the car started giving us issues, we did cut that off. I'm trying to think that that's what the reason was, but it wasn't. So under here, we're going to have to undo the shift linkage, cross member bolts, which are right here inside these holes, and on the other side the transmission mount right there. We will have to undo the 4 bolts back here on the drive shaft to get it out of the way. I think we're gonna have to cut this pipe more because it's mounted over here. Probably just do away with the original exhaust. Probably do try and do dual exhaust probably. I still got this Y pipe where it comes down from the stock exhaust. I'm not for sure what to do about that. I might just cut it here and there and keep those pipes just coming down a little bit, so that way I can have something to tie into it. Because as of right now, I don't think I'm going to put any type of headers on it, just because I like the easy access to the spark plugs with the stock exhaust manifolds. And we're not going for a speed build or anything like this. You can see where the pinion seal's leaking right there on the floor. But we're not going for like a speed build on this. We're just going for like a cruiser build. So stock manifolds, they'll be fine. So I think one modification I'm going to do is going to be right here. And I'm going to let you know why. Because y'all saw the issue with the distributor on these cars. There's not enough room to get it out. Going by how they say to get it out, I still can't get it. So what I think I'm going to do is cut into that insulation pad right there, take a grinder and cut the top part of that cowl under there, so that way it'll give me room to get it in and out. Because it's not really fun when it's sitting 8 to 10 inches under the windshield. So I think we're going to do something with that. Alright guys, so let's see. There's that linkage right there that we got to get. I just saw this big plug going into the side of the oil pan. Probably the old sending unit, so we'll have to drain the oil and unplug that. I did wipe off the linkage. I wiped off the bolt for the transmission mount, so we're getting there. Alright, so this piece right here that actually just went to the air pump and went on the exhaust manifold, I just went ahead and chopped it off to get it out of the way. I'm not using it again, so I just went ahead and cut it off. Alright guys, I'm going to keep these videos short as I go through here. I'm not going to do a lot every day, but I'm going to do some every day. Well, maybe not every day, but we'll see. But this is where we're at. This is where we're standing. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Click the notification. And we'll get this thing going. Hope you have a wonderful day. And that, my friends, that's how we roll.